Giant, and welcome to the Junior B Tier 1 National Championships, the 2025 Founders Cup, live from the 7 Chiefs Sportsplex on the beautiful Tintina Nation. As your host, the Calgary Shamrocks organization is proud to welcome the best junior lacrosse players from across the country to Calgary. This afternoon's game features the Ontario champions, the Kahnawake Hunters, taking on the Nova Scotia champions, the Nova Scotia Privateers. At this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your hats for the playing of O Canada, followed by the Iroquois National Anthem.
In the spirit of respect, reciprocity, and truth, we honor and acknowledge that we're on the traditional territory of the peoples of Treaty 7, including the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprising the Siksika, Piikani, and the Kainai First Nations, the Tsuut'ina First Nation, and the Stoney Nakoda, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Goodstoney First Nations. The city of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nations of Alberta, Districts 5 and 7. This land has long been a gathering place for many Indigenous peoples, and we recognize and honor all nations, Indigenous and non-Indigenous, who live, work, and play here, and who continue to care for and enrich this territory. Good morning. It's day 3. Cody Jeans with you live on BC Sports TV 2025 Founders Cup, coming to you live from Calgary. And hey, we are live from the Wolf Automotive broadcast booth, celebrating over 100 years serving Alberta drivers. Wolf Calgary Chevrolet GM7 Buick and 768 101 Street Southwest, right off Stoney Trail. Same ownership, new dealership, and home of the Oil Change for Life program. Kicking off day 3, it's the 1-0 Kahnawake Hunters against the 0-1 Nova Scotia Privateers. Ref is ready, ball is down, and we are underway. Second game of the Founders Cup for both of these clubs. Kahnawake picked up a win over the Mountain View Mavericks on day one. They had yesterday as a rest day. Yesterday, the Nova Scotia Privateers dropped an 18-3 loss against Seneca. First possession goes to the Hunters. Ollie Francis, big lefty, goes to work with Gorman, trying to hit him in the middle. It falls for Rice in the far corner. 5 to shoot. Up top, Gorman. He'll step down. Save is made by Zach Malcolm. Malcolm started for the Privateers today. 750 save percentage so far in this tournament, and a 12 goals against average across the floor from him. That'll be Casey Lahash. 816 save percentage in their opening game against Mountain View. Turnover forced by the Hunters, and they'll head back the other way. Wearing their maroon threads, black shoulders, white trim, going left to right on your TV screen. Francis, down low for Rice. Suggo Rice inside, punched out by Malcolm. Loose ball scooped up by Chris Bungie. Bungie coming out the D gate, has a green light in transition. Also, he had 4 goals, 5 assists in the East Coast League playoffs. This Nova Scotia team is an all-star team from out east, so it's players from a bunch of different organizations that all come together for this tournament, coached by Alex Bungie. Hunters get possession again. Privateers without a shot yet. Press happens in the neutral zone. Remember, this is Lacrosse Canada rules, so there's no 8 or 10 count to get over half unless you are shorthanded. Over and back, non-existent, except in that same scenario as well. Gorman to the corner. Walk out top, and Rice's shot goes off a defender to the corner. 1 to shoot. They won't reset the shot clock, so it'll be Privateers balls. They head back the other way, going left to right, wearing their black threads, white trim, and I call that teal on there. I think, Tino, is that teal? Okay, colorblind. Yeah, that's teal, turquoise, whatever you want to call it. I love these black jerseys, though. Opportunity to the middle. Bounce shot goes out by Conrad. Deer starts back the other way for Kahnawake. Finds Marcus Daibo. Ollie Francis over the WestJet teal turf logo. Used by the Calgary Roughnecks in the National Lacrosse League. Now Winter Rivera trying to go down low to Dylan Martin, and the hard pick is going to force the ball to go the other way. Ref wasn't happy with it. Jack McKay, 2 goals yesterday. Dishes outside. Lahash not forced to make that stop on Jacob Kennedy. Down to the corner, 10 on the shot clock. Got kicked up top. Lahash, an easy save once again. Darius Jones running through a double team. Gets through it relatively easy. Now help comes in, and he gets the offense rolling. To Albany. A little bit of a fake hidden ball trick. You'll see him do it from time to time. Suggo Rice up top. Finds Owen Rice. Swings it over to Daibo. Inside feed, they score! Owen Rice gets the scoring started. 3 minutes and change in. It's 1-0 Kahnawake. Little separation from his defender. It's that first push. Just gets his hands free, so when he catches the ball, the righty knows he's got his body in good position. He kind of slips around that defender, and he's able to pull it stick side on goaltender Malcolm. Makes it 1-0 for the Hunters with 16:30 left to go in the first. Monroe, and then I believe that was Dylan Martin battling in front of the benches. It'll be Kahnawake ball. Gorman, 2 goals yesterday in their tournament opener, out in front for Rivera, and he scores. Bouncer bar down. Winter Rivera with a beauty. Well, this is the nifty offense that Kahnawake poses. Rivera got behind his defender. That first fight gets the fake, gets the Privateers goaltender out of position, and you couldn't bounce this one under the bar any better. Rivera tiptoes the crease. Bouncer Chipping to net. It's 2-0 for the Hunters. Dylan Martin, another face-off win. Dual threat player, he can play out the Yogi as well. 19 goals in the postseason. Rice had the first one as announced in-house right now. Gorman to the corner. Rice got his own pass back, and that's a good kick save right there by Zach Malcolm. Gorman stepped down, another big stop. Right back. Privateers goaltender keeping it close so far. Defense has to help start doing him some favors. Hard pick by Dybo inside. He's stopped by Malcolm. 3 straight saves by Zach Malcolm. Offensive possession continues. Step down, Rice goes wide. Opportunity and another save. Kicked out as to Albany. Got himself free behind the defense. Lahash only facing a couple of shots early in this one. The Privateers offense struggled to generate anything early. Took him a little while to get into the game yesterday against Seneca. Circling up top, whip on Lahash, and he falls on it. Kennedy circling up top, and now the Hunters find Darius Jones in front of the penalty box. Francis on the restraining line. Man behind the net is Winter Rivera. Pass intended for Rivera. Stays in, goes off the glass. Martin inside, save made. Rebound got floated one. They'll say Martin cut through the crease, and then they'll point in the direction of the Hunters. Jack McKay had 2. For the Privateers yesterday. Carter Monroe had the other. McKay up top for Monroe. They'll swing it over to the lefties. Only 2 of them on the floor. Now here's McKay. Low to low shot goes wide. Rebound pops out in front and they score. Nova Scotia has a response. It's 2-1. McKay with that first shot, the rebound just pops out there. Opportunity knocks, and I believe that's Cale McClellan. Little tough to see the dark blue numbers on the black jerseys, but it's 1 on the board for Nova Scotia. And they quickly chip into the Hunters' run.
Privateers goal, his first of the tournament, scored by number 19.
19 it is. St. Hilaire.
13:54 in the first period at St. Hilaire. His first at 13:54 in the first period.
St. Hilaire, the rookie, buries his first of the tournament and gets the Privateers rolling. Now back door. Rice is there. I believe that pass might have actually been intended for Francis. Kind of got picked off by Owen Rice. Now he floats one up top. Kevin Dybo wakes 5 assists in his tournament opener. Back for Gorman, short side, denied by Martin as he cuts to the crease. Jacob Kennedy dishes it up top. Out of the corner, backdoor feed. Man's wide open. Lahash has to make the save on Carter Monroe. Hard hit in front. Rush save, play on. Going Conrad running away from his defender. Across the floor. This time it's Maloney up top. Bouncer by Monroe. Save made by Lahash. Privateers offense pouring it on with a couple of opportunities. Here's Zane Chief Moon. Local product, playing his final year of juniors out east in Kahnawake. Rolls it for Albany. High flip, backdoor feed, they score. Oh, let's say they stepped in the crease and ended up behind the net anyways. Fooled me with the netting there. Malcolm got over there just a little bit late, but the ball ends up going behind the net anyways, and they step in the crease. They get another perfect look at that one. Thought it was a tap in. Ends up that left foot was in the crease. Privateers trying to go back door. Net got dislodged for a second. They're going to say McKay went through the crease. Dibo leaves it for Francis. Near side half wall, 15 on the shot clock. Francis to the middle, 5-hole attempt. Malcolm drops down on it. Malcolm now is going to float this one up for Chris Bungie, the captain. Bungie trying to catch up to it. Hunter's defender got there before. It's Tylen Dibo. Dibo now for Jones. Jones still has a lot of offensive personnel out on the floor. Gorman now, room to shoot. Loves a big step down there. He can absolutely rip it. Beat Alex Swan a couple of times like that yesterday. Inside flip for Martin. That's kicked out by Malcolm. Now a bit of a push called on Jones, and it'll be Nova Scotia ball. Nova Scotia's had some tough bounces at this tournament, but it's a team that's here to compete. As long as they stay disciplined, they should have some opportunities to get some close games and potential wins here. They got to stay out of the penalty box. So that's the message from Alex Bungie this morning. 5 on the shot clock. Lahash makes the save. Kind of ends up behind the goal as well. He sealed off that right pipe cleanly. Good back check there by Cameron Waite. Almost caused a turnover. Now he's going to have to go off for a change. Sago Rice near side. Little flip for Francis. Rivera's there as well. Goes off of his stick and ends up in the crease. And now the Privateers have to be careful. A little bit of a spin move. Got out of trouble though is Jeremy Kopp. Kopp now. I think that comes from these players playing different rules in season, that they're worried about the center line, where at this tournament it's pretty much irrelevant. Back the other way, Martin's got a breakaway and he scores! Oh, a pretty finish right there by Dylan Martin. Now I'm not sure. One ref, I think, was signaling for a media break. You get another look at this one. Dylan Martin. Kid can take face-offs. Might be in penalty shot territory as well with these type of hands. Beautiful finish. Avoids the crease. Caught Malcolm biting on the first one. And that's why it's 3-1 for Kahnawake right now with 9:40 left to go in the first. Now I believe we're getting media timeouts as it's 3-1 for the Kahnawake Hunters. Here's another look at this goal by Dylan Martin. Oh, beautiful fake. Just got him on the first one. Nothing actually super crazy. It's just a crisp breakaway effort that finds the back of the net. And Kahnawake goes up 3-1 as we're at our media timeout. Winter or summer, your comfort starts with Koba HVAC. With installs, maintenance, and repairs, Koba keeps Calgarians cozy, cool, and comfortable all year long. Trust the experts in commercial heating, ventilation, and cooling. Koba HVAC. We bang harder. Thanks to everyone who is supporting the streams for free on YouTube all week long. I say it a million times, and it's because I believe it. Accessible lacrosse is great for growing the game, and being on the largest platform in the world like YouTube, huge thanks for BC Sports TV for following through with that message and providing these games to everyone for free all week long. Also, shout out to everyone in Kahnawake tonight, to Columbus hosting a watch party for this one. No, there's a large contingency of the Hunters faithful tuning in. We've got a lot of great messages after their Game 1 game. So, hey, we're happy you're tuning in and you're getting to witness a great team battle for a Founders Cup. So shout out to everyone at the Knights of Columbus watching this afternoon. Save is made by Lahash. Hunters up 3-1 thanks to a breakaway beauty by Dylan Martin. Finn St. Hilaire has the lone Privateers goal. Gorman's up top. Albany sets the pick, got it right back. Gorman, 5-hole attempt. Malcolm says no. Privateers have to use their legs to get out of trouble, and then they will. Declan Petit runs into a double team. Little spin move out. He just has no help. He's got to move that ball. Now up top from the restraining line, Lahash makes the save on Jacob Kennedy. Kennedy stepped into it from far range. Almost worked for him, actually, as Lahash had to be sharp on it. Gorman, plenty of time. Holds, finds Rivera. Rivera now hands free, he scores. Double it up, Winter Rivera has his second of the game. Fourth of the tournament for Winter Rivera. You see, perfect little pick, opens up the space. The righty gets there, and that defender takes a little half step. Instead of getting the stick on hands, lets him get a clean shot off. And for Malcolm, maybe caught a little bit deep. The heel's only maybe a foot and change off the goal line. Rivera places it perfectly, stick side. It's now 4-1 for the Hunters. Push off the face-off, and Jones hands off to the offensive experts. 8 minutes to go here in period number 1.
Hunter's goal, his second of the game and fourth of the tournament, scored by number 20, Winter Rivera. Assisted by number 69, Connor Gorman, and number 10, Ali Francis.
Francis and Gorman pick up assists on the Rivera marker. Rice throws this one up top for Rivera. It's over his head, and Lahash has to get out there. Whips this one down. Owen Rice. Spinning shot almost made its way on goal. Seen a couple of crazy spinning shots already this week. You think of Kenny McIntyre yesterday with the St. John Rapids, that overtime winner. Bit of a wild whip, finds its way in the back of the net. Boy, we've had some absolute treats of games. A 5-4 thriller for the Coquitlam Adnax over the Calgary Shamrocks yesterday. And it's just day 3 of round robin. Big treat here. Lahash makes the save. Deere grabs the loose ball and he outlets it for Warren Oakes. Lefty defender, 3 assists in the playoffs. He's got 1 assist in the Founders Cup. He'll stay and set some picks. Gorman now, top shelf, scores. Oh, you couldn't walk that one in any better. Connor Gorman has his first of the game. Step down, a high glove. One of the better shooters in this tournament. And Gorman now up to 3 goals at the Founders. This one again, Malcolm does decide to challenge a little bit more. He still gets beat cleanly over the shoulder. It's 5-1. Hidden ball trick, Rivera trying to fool the defense. Suggo Rice. 17 goals in the playoffs for Rice. Up top, Owen Rice rips it, and hold is called. Ref didn't like the chaos out front. Take it off the board. It remains 5-1.
Time of the goal, 7:06 of the period. First period, that's Gorman. His third of the tournament.
And tell Eisner to stay in play here. He's the lefty, crease side. Ball is near side. Bouncer stopped by Lahash. Jacob Kennedy. He stepped into a few here. He's trying to heat up. No goals yet in the tournament for Kennedy. But a good save by the Hunters netminder keeps it out. Bobby Francis, 2 goals and 2 assists yesterday against Mountain View. Gorman's going to drive, looking for a pair, and he's stopped by Malcolm. Zach Malcolm's made some good saves here. This one could be real out of hand if it wasn't for him. Came in relief yesterday as Keegan Horn got the start. Coach Alex Bungie said, hey, we're giving them both the start, and from there we're playing the better guy going forward. That's his plan. Long range look for Carter Monroe. Not going to beat Lahash like that. Breakaway opportunity. It's caught by Creighton Cree. Creighton Cree's got a break. Trying to go stick side. He's denied by Malcolm. Using that traditional stick on the breakaway can give you a little bit of leverage, and it's not a bad look, but it's read better by Zach Malcolm. Jacob Kennedy again. Circles up top. I believe they have 4 righties on the floor right now. Back over to Monroe. Bouncer. Oh, he had Lahash going the wrong way, and he missed the mark. Now Deer knocks down his forward. I believe that's St. Hilaire. Not too happy about it, but the reset is given. Monroe again, now a penalty coming up against the Hunters. Getting physical inside, pass behind Monroe. St. Hilaire was trying to get to the loose ball, but it's going to be a power play for Nova Scotia with 4:36 left to go in the first. Wolf Automotive Group, formerly GSL Chef City. It's a proud sponsor of the 2025 Founders Cup. Visit our brand new dealerships right off Stony Trail and Old Banff Coach Road. Thailand Daibo goes to the sin bin, and the Nova Scotia Privateers go to the power play. 2 for 8 in their first contest against Seneca. The Kahnawake penalty kill is 60% so far, 3 for 5 against Mountain View. Cameron White got it back. Shot got soaked right there by Bryce Stout. That's going to leave a bruise. Still battling away though. Up top, they'll swing it inside. Shots taken. Oh, it just doesn't cross the line. That is inches away. We might need to see another replay of that one in a second. Jack McKay ripped one through the arm of Lahash, and somehow it doesn't cross the goal line. Now up top, Cayman Daibo. A little jab step inside. Now he cuts it back. Still going to kill the remaining 10 seconds. Winter Rivera has it. Rivera 3 to work with. Rivera one hand on his stick, trying to flip it to the middle. He's pushed back. Here's a quick look at this opportunity. Well, we've got a second. Watch Lahash with the left arm. McKay takes the shot. Oh, somehow that is inches away from crossing the goal line. Great defense, and the goaltending good enough. Power play continues the next 45 seconds. Captain Chris Bungie, bottom corner. Low shot, Lahash kicks it. Maloney up top on this power play. He'll jog it in. You wonder if they try to get McKay going again. McKay doesn't shoot. Now he gets it right back. Doesn't to work what? Trying to get around that pick. Opportunity knocks. Short side. Maloney misses. McKay has it again. Oh, that was deflected and dangerous. Ends up in the corner though. Kahnawake is going to get the kill. It is their 4th penalty kill of the tournament, and the Privateers power play falls to 2 for 9. This week, that is. Not today. There's only been 1 penalty so far today. To the middle, Francis trying to dump it outside. Oh, perfect handle, and they score. Albany with the one-handed catch and release, and it's 6-1 for the Hunters. Look at this little flip by Francis. One-hand catch. Almost in one motion right there. Not a ton you can do if you're Malcolm, because you have no clue how this play is going to shake out. Full stretched out. Looks like he might pull it behind the net. Instead, he goes to his strong side, the left hand, and he puts it far side on you. It's 6-1 for Kahnawake. Up the floor, Cale McClellan now running with it. He's got some speed. McClellan now leaves it for Owen Cox. Assistant captain. Cox is waiting for help. Now they got a fifth forward out there. Lahash will make the save as Jacob Kennedy. Not sure if that's their game plan on Lahash, is to shoot from beyond the restraining line, but about half their shots have come from there so far this game. Sego Rice. Gorman inside, back to Rice, and he's, it's gonna say he stepped in the crease. Awfully close right there as you get another look. Yeah, it looks like it's the right call. We're talking milliseconds. But the ref is right there. They're a lot closer than us. And it remains 6-1. Outside look. Hilaire inside. He scores. Beautiful finish, and the Privateers have two. On the lefty, a little drag and drop over the far shoulder of Lahash. Here's going to be a good look. Tylen Daiba was in decent position there, too. You're just up against a big body. Ooh, that left foot's awfully close inside there, as they just called the one off earlier. Refs say this one's good, though. No green under the shoe, and it's 6-2. Opportunity here, falling. They won't get a look. Now Lahash has to make another save as Owen Cox, falling, still works through with the offensive opportunity. Albany, last goal scorer for Kahnawake. On the run, it's Owen Rice, and he's stopped by Malcolm.
Privateers goal, his second of the game, scored by number 19, in St. Hilaire. Assisted by number 89, Cohen Conrad, number 13, Jack McCann, tying the goal.
McCann Conrad pick up assists on that St. Hilaire goal. Oh, little spin boot in front. Albany all alone, it's denied by Malcolm. Boy, that kid can make something out of nothing. He's a special talent to Albany. Got to the middle, now a long shot at the end of the period. Save is made by Casey Lahash. The Privateers are punching, but Kahnawake, the Hunters, are flexing their abilities yet again. 6-2 is the score, 20 down, 40 to go. We're back with the second period next on BC Sports TV.
So in 2019, we went and visited a crypto mining site. We looked around. I said to myself, there's got to be a better way. My name is Chuck Lecubier, founder of CS Corporation, home of the IntelliFlex line of product. At IntelliFlex, we're innovators. We design, build, deploy, and operate our system. We designed a system that is very easy to operate. We have industry-leading operation uptime and efficiency. Our product are UL certified. Quality is what we do. Every piece will have their own power distribution system, their own immersion tank, network system, pump, fans. Our clients that we have all have something in common, and indeed they're looking for a high quality product that they could deploy as a modular system that is scalable At IntelliFlex, our motto is start to finish.
Perfect Surfaces, Canada's leader in rubber flooring and specialty surfaces. From gyms to arenas, our premium rubber flooring is built to take a beating and keep going. Extremely durable, impact resistant, and engineered for high-performance spaces. Our floors are also non-slip, anti-fatigue, and easy to clean, designed to keep athletes safe and comfortable every step of the way. And we don't stop at sports. Transform your garage from plain to showroom-ready with Snap-Grid tiles. DIY friendly and easy to install, our garage floors handle cars, tools, and everyday life with ease. Step outside. Our interlocking deck and patio tiles bring new life to worn surfaces. Comfortable underfoot, slip resistant, and weather ready. Need more? We offer sport court tiles, playground surfaces, and specialty flooring solutions for every space. Whatever your project, we've got a floor for it.
Perfect Surfaces. You stand on it, we stand by it.
So in 2019, we went and visited a crypto mining site. We looked around. I said to myself, there's got to be a better way. A My name is Chuck Lecuyer, founder of CS Corporation, home of the IntelliFlex line of product. At IntelliFlex, we're innovators. We design, build, deploy, and operate our system. We design a system that is very easy to operate. We have industry-leading operation uptime and efficiency. Our product are UL certified. Quality is what we do. Every piece will have their own power distribution system, their own immersion tank, network system, pump, fans. Our clients that we have all have something in common, and then they're looking for a high quality product that they could deploy as a modular system that is scalable. At IntelliFlex, our motto is start to finish.
Brandon Francis with a quick word for the rest before period number 2. Good afternoon, it's Cody Jansen with you live on BC Sports TV. It's the 2025 Founders Cup, and we're coming to you live from the Wolf Automotive broadcast booth all week long. Refs are going to continue their discussion. Not exactly sure. I don't believe they even talked to the Nova Scotia coaches either. So we'll say it's a minuscule issue, and we'll get ready to get going in period at number 2. Kahnawake up 6-2. after the opening period, out shooting the Privateers 22-11. Connor Gorman leads the way with the goal and 2 assists. Winter Rivera has a pair of goals, and Albie Francis has 2 assists. And across the floor, the Privateers, led by Finn St. Hilaire, with 2 goals so far. Early opportunity for Owen Rice, and he floats this one wide. 7 on the shot clock. Gorman restraining line. Back down to Rice. Rice trying to pull it short side. Malcolm makes a save. Zach Malcolm, 15 saves in the game right now. He's made some really good ones. I was kind of shocked to only see 20 shots on goal. I feel like he's on pace for a 70-80 shot game. Little inside, flip got knocked down, and then I think Ben Eisner wanted to go around the world on that one. Ended up going straight into the corner, and Kahnawake heads back to the other way. Tylen Daibo hands away for Albie Francis. Rice from Martin. Martin scored once in the opening period. It was a breakaway goal. Now it's over to Gorman for his second, and he's got it. Connor Gorman bounces it home. It's 7-2. Martin does the work, draws that extra defender. Gorman's just got to beat one and catches Malcolm deep in his crease. He bounces it under the bar, and it's 7-2. Privateers ball. Ben Eisner. 7 goals in the playoffs for Eisner. Monroe slings it up top. Here's Cameron Waite across the floor.
Second of the game and 4th of the tournament score, number 69, Connor Gorman.
Over the righties, McKay trying to get a shot off on goal. That got soaked by the defender, and Bryce Stout finds it. Now an interference call is going to go against Cy Deer in front of the Privateers bench, and it'll be another power play for Nova Scotia. When terrain turns tricky, call Northern Mat and Bridge. From the Rockies to the Atlantic, their coast-to-coast crews supply, install, and maintain access mats and portable bridges, giving your industry a safer, faster path over mud, muskeg, and fragile habitats. Power play opportunity here for the Privateers, and the save is made by Tyson McComber, who comes in for the start of the second period in replacement of Casey Lahash. Now 10 count is going to be called on the Hunters, and the Privateers go back to the power play. Ryan Maloney's up top. Still have 90 seconds to work with. They're 0 for 1 so far on the man advantage. 2 for 9 in the Founders Cup. Little fake. McKay trying to go far side that time. Scooped in the corner, 10 to work with. Waite. Up top, long shot. McComber makes a sink. Now he's gonna float this one up, playing the bounce, and it's scooped up by Nova Scotia again. Good forecheck. Eisner, assistant captain, whips it right back for White. Another tall lefty with the likes of St. Hilaire down there. Finn St. Hilaire's on hat trick watch in this one. Back out to Waite, trying to go 5-hole. It was behind McComber, and it doesn't roll over the goal line. 2 or 3 of those this game where it's almost sneaked behind the netminder. Just not a friendly roll for Nova Scotia. Only scored 3 against Seneca yesterday. On pace for better today, but the Kahnawake Hunters are as good as it gets in this tournament. Cayman Daibo. Spinning, trying to go stick side. Ends up bouncing off the boards, and it'll be picked up by Killian Holloway. Long range look by Monroe. Puts it right in the crest of McComber. Tyson McComber with a few saves now as he gets welcomed into the game for period number 2. Privateers power play, not a lot of ball movement there. And the penalty kill goes to 2 for 2 for the Kahnawake Hunters. Side will stay in play. Finds Winter Rivera. Rivera's on hat-trick watch. He's got 2 in the game. Pass over to Rice. Rice will drive inside. Save is made by Malcolm. Outlet feed finds Cameron Waite. Waite now as St. Hilaire with him. Flips it to the rookie, and it's over his head. He wasn't ready for it. Now it's going to be breakaway for Side here if he can get there in time. Reverse transition, and Alex Blanchard kind of laid a hit there on Side here. Was surprised it wasn't called. The ref will say it's fine. Shot clock ends up expiring. It never was reset, and Ryan Maloney couldn't get a shot off in time. Hunter's bench is not thrilled right now with a couple of officials as they'll let them hear about it. Hard pick got set by Martin. Out in front, they score. That's how you respond. Owie Francis gets revenge by putting it in the back of the net. It's 8-2. Francis, a little far side fake, short side finish. And he's got his first of the game, third of the tournament. Here's a good look at that. Keeps his feet out of the crease. Puts it behind Zach Malcolm. And it's now a lead of a half a dozen for the Hunters.
Hunter's goal, his third of the tournament score.
Marcus Diabo tripped up off the face-off. Still finds Cayman Diabo. Diabo over to Gorman. Backdoor feed went to Rivera. One more, and now a cross-check in the back right there by Cohen Conrad. Means it's a fresh 30 clock for the Hunters. Rivera almost 6 minutes into this middle frame. Takes a high cross-check, backdoor feed. One-timer is just behind Suggo Rice. Now it's on the turf, and the Privateers have a chance to go in transition. 3-on-2. Numbers up the floor. Passes crease side. McComber makes a save on Eisner. Eisner now is going to take a penalty. I believe it was that one-handed slash. It was a little bit of a wild one. Ref is standing right there. Delayed call. McComber goes to the bench. It'll be a 6-on-5 look right now for the Hunters. Owie Francis is up top. Backdoor. Martin's robbed by Malcolm. Oh, a great quick stick save on the back door by Zach Malcolm. Yeah, let's get another look at that one. This is smooth. He stays deep in his net knowing there's that opportunity, but it's a good read on the play. He's going to have to make another big one here as we get set for the power play. Freehold Royalties, a uniquely positioned leading North American energy royalty company. Proud supporters of the Founders Cup. Freehold Royalties. Kahnawake, first power play opportunity of the day. They were 2 for 5 against Mountain View yesterday. Rice doesn't shoot. Inside Rivera, a hat-trick hunting, and he's stopped by Malcolm. Rivera's still free right out in front. Martin now, backdoor feed. Oh, they had Malcolm down and out of it, and the pass couldn't connect. Owie Francis and Rice trying to get back, and they're able to dump their defender. Now, Cameron Bradbury with a high hit. Rivera stopped by Malcolm. Call's coming, though. Ref blew his whistle twice, but I think it's just one penalty coming. Oh, no, it's 2. Or there's 2 cross checks, I believe. So it'll be a 5-on-3. Lacrosse Canada rules, whereas in the pro game, and I guess some junior leagues that decide to make their own rules, it is a penalty shot when there is 2 minors and a third one's taken. Instead, they stack it on hockey style. So after the minute 19 that's left and the penalty to Eisner is up, then the next 2-minute minor starts. And I wonder if that's the conversation that Cy Deer's having with the ref right now. Did see the X symbol from the coaches, or signal, I should say, for penalty shot, but it's just a 5-on-3 power play here. Francis trying to put it in the low corner. Rivera's up top. He'll play the righty shooter spot. Backdoor for Rice. Francis, Rivera, Rice, quick stick. Malcolm again. Boy, he gets side to side quick. Martin, pass got knocked down. Have to be careful it doesn't end up in your own net. Killian Holloway has it though. Chris Bungie. Big righty captain, got a swim move in front. Stays on his feet and tried to go glove side high on McComber. Instead of killing the clock, he decided he wanted one and ends up floating it high. Power play continues for the Hunters. 5-on-3 penalty kill. Still going to go on for another minute after this first penalty expires. Rivera. Pass back for Rice, and that came out of his pocket awkwardly. Up in the air, Cameron Wade has it. Penalty killer also plays on the power play. Cross for Finn St. Hilaire. Happy to hold it by the bench where he'll have to change. Has to be careful for an over and back if he decides to go south. Runs into a triple team, still with it. That's just asking for punishment instead of dumping it in the corner right there. Taken out, it's Hunter's ball. Side here up top. Throws it down. It's a 4-on-2 for the time being. 5-on-3 will continue. Eisner has to stay in the box. Backdoor feed for Rice. Malcolm got over there in time. The shot went wide anyway. It's another opportunity. That one's going to count. Fake shot by Daibo, and it's Sungo Rice who capitalizes on the power play. Give him 9 for the Hunters. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Backdoor quick stick. Malcolm had gotten over there multiple times. This time, Rice again. Same exact play, and if you're killing a 5-on-3 like that, they're gonna have to drop down and cover the crease sign players. Now we're playing 5-on-5 though, and they just let everyone out of the penalty box. I cannot give you an explanation for this one if you are watching at home. Maybe they accidentally called a second penalty, but they kept doing it. I don't know. I've seen crazier happen in lacrosse, but I'm thinking that that is the case here as we're back to even strength. Again, on the initial play, I only saw one cross-check. Thought maybe I was the one who missed it. Refs will make the call, and we're back to even strength. Power play marker for the Hunters puts them up 9-2. Tough defense right now. It could be a breakaway. Kylan and Daibo all alone. Daibo on Malcolm, and he's stumped. Big save by Zach Malcolm. Even if that rolls behind him, you have to be careful you don't run right through the crease or you're going to ruin that opportunity no matter what. Now Chief Moon playing some tough defense. Ball for Eisner. Over to the righties, McKay. 5 to shoot, and he's going to float this on McComber, and it's in! Well, the floater fakes him out, and it's not the prettiest goal of Jack McKay's career, but the game sheet won't tell you that. Oh, a rainbow runs away from him and ends up over the goal line. Jack McKay has his third of the tournament. That's an awkward one as a goaltender. It kind of handcuffs you in a bad pop fly style. And when you're using the big traditional goalie stick, sometimes that pocket provides different bounces than more of a plastic wall would. And that's exactly what happens. It kind of catches the side of his goalie stick and it hops up like a trampoline on him. That puts him in an awkward spot and it bounces in. Nova Scotia has 3 on the board and the lead's back down to half a dozen.
Privateer's goal, his third of the tournament, scored by number 13, Chip McKay. Assisted by number 8, Ben Eisner, time that goal 9:32.
Jack McKay with the goal as the Privateers want to run this up the floor. Eisner in transition. Eisner takes it. Big save by Tyson McComber. I always feel for goaltenders with that bounce back save. After you let in one that makes you shake your head, it's just how you respond. And a 2-on-1 opportunity. Tyson McComber stands tall, makes that stop. And the Hunters get to send their offense on the floor. Gorman, toe drag spin back. Dybo. Right to the middle, tries to hit Martin, and now Malcolm bobbles it and he just pushes it to the corner. Little too casual with it, ends up turning it. Martin swings it around. Gorman back out in front. Martin has it and he scores. Turnover turns into a goal, and the Kahnawake Hunters now have 10. Martin tiptoes the crease. He's got his second of the game, and the Hunters have their fourth of the period. Gorman just slings it to him. And it's a little bit of a fake, very similar to his breakaway goal. Fakes he's going to go short side. Instead puts it back the other way. And it's now 10-3. Face-off violation called. It'll be Hunter's ball, but we are at a media timeout.
His second of the game, scored by number 88, Dylan Martin. Assisted by number 10, Howie Francis, and number 69, Connor Gorman. Time of the goal, 8-12 in the second period. That's Martin.
Tricant is Canada's largest well service company, delivering hydraulic fracturing, cementing, coiled tubing, and more across Western Canada's oil and gas industry. With unmatched expertise and a commitment to safety, efficiency, and the environment, Tricant keeps energy flowing. Refs are now having a conversation with Tyson McComber there.
Lacrosse has its origins in First Nations.
Looks like that is Casey Lahash as well out there. Seems like there was some laughing, and I think that they're shaking that one off. I guess you can do it when you're up by 7. It just shows the confidence, the swagger that this Hunters team has. They're not fazed by anything. Remember, they were down 2-0 in the Ontario finals against Elora. And talking with Brandon Francis ahead of the tournament, he basically said they looked at it from a team's perspective of, hey, doesn't matter how you win 3, but you have to win 3. And that's what they showed up and did. And you get the job done, you get to go to the big dance. That's why they're in the Founders' Cup. They knocked off last year's champions, and they get a chance to lift a trophy at the end of this week here. Cayman Dybo now behind the net. Pretty passing. Rivera, hat trick, count it. 1-2 punch. It's Dybo to Rice to Rivera. Back of the net, bingo. It's 11-3. Cayman Dybo with it there, and it's just Owen Rice's one-touch pass. Knows exactly where Rivera wants to go. Puts it in his pocket. And if you're Zach Malcolm, you're thinking he's faking that high shot and gonna go low. Instead, he tucks it over your shoulder, and now it's an 11-3 lead for Kahnawake. Marcus Dybo with it, back in his own crease, up the floor. Owen Rice has it. Owen Rice, a little fake pass.
Rivera. Assisted by
Over
number
to
21,
Gorman.
Diamo, and number 4, Owen Rice.
Ollie
That goal
Francis.
7:58 in the second period. That's Rivera from Diamo and Rice at 7:58
Diabo.
in the second period.
Diabo, fine full attempt. Malcolm makes a save, and now it's a backhand by Killian Holloway, I believe. You can't do that with the ref right there. They're not going to give you any extra inches outside of the crease. They've been calling it strict all week long. Gorman. Francis, little fake towards the cage. Floater stopped by Malcolm. Martin, yeah, can't secure it. Other way goes Holloway. As Tino Farah told you yesterday, might have the longest lacrosse shaft in the league right now. That thing is maxed out in length. Little move to the middle as Jacob Kennedy got all wrapped up with his defender. Opportunity the other way for Gorman. 5 full attempt. Malcolm denies him. I think in Alberta it's not as shocking because you almost see one junior team at least, or a player on each junior team with a stick like that where you're like, that's just a long pole cut down to whatever you want. So maybe we're just not cultured to seeing it all the time, but it's, so there's a bit of a cross check out in front. Monroe. Slow it again up. Looks like he'll be all right, though. Long range. McKay stopped by McComber. Tyson McComber just got his revenge on Jack McKay with that kick save. Penalty upcoming, though, to Kahnawake, and Nova Scotia is going back to the power play. Spark Psychology is proud to support the Founders Cup as a part of their mission to foster mental health, resilience, and personal growth for young people. Check them out today at Spark Psychology. Power play for the Privateers.
Hunters penalty to number 16, Warren Oakes, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 5:55 in the second period. That's Oakes, 2 minutes for slashing at 5:55.
Third power play of the game for Nova Scotia so far. They're 0 for 2 up until this point. McComber makes the save right there, and Sideer's going to run out of the trouble. Breakaway bounce pass, and it'll be Malcolm who makes the save on Rice. It's a perfect bounce pass right there. Ends up as a breakaway opportunity, and Suggo Rice is stopped by Zach Malcolm. Power play continues. Ryan Maloney up top on this unit. Jack McKay scored 8 goals in Game 4 of the East Coast League Finals. McKay can let it fly, and there you see why. Short side on Tyson McComber. It's a power play marker for Nova Scotia, and they've got 4. McKay's just got that ability to shoot from so many different angles. You see it with big players. I get to watch it all winter with Mike Triolo, and I just think it's so fascinating that as a goaltender, you have to expect almost anything because it can come from a foot taller than the average player. And with someone like Jack McKay who can use those angles and get power behind the ball, it's just tough to predict what he's going to do. And that time he pulls it glove side low on McComber. And it's just a perfect finish on the power play. Nova Scotia has 4 on the board. Trailing by a touchdown. Eisner sends one across. Cam Wade on the logo. Defended by Owen Rice. Wade inside. Backhand look right there by Kennedy. Ends up in the corner, and I believe a penalty's coming. Holding will be the call, and you'll see Nova Scotia go right back to the power play.
Power play by number 13, Jack McKay.
Traveling or sending money overseas? Cal Forks has you covered with competitive exchange rates and fast, reliable service. Cal Forks helps make your money go further. Check them out online at calforks.com. Privateers power play back on the attack. 3 for 11 so far in the tournament. Hunter's penalty kill is 6 for 8. Been really good so far. Pass goes off the legs of Eisner. Not sure if he was expecting it or if he handcuffed him. Now a breakaway opportunity back the other way. Bryce Stout trying to go stick side. Almost taken out on that breakaway. Did get a shot off though, and ref said there was no foul or infraction. Finn St. Hilaire on hat-trick watch after 2 in the opening period. Monroe out to the corner. Wait and Hilaire can't corral it. And it might be another breakaway opportunity for Bryce Stout if they want to hit him. Stout, one more opportunity, and he scores! Oh, it just sneaks behind Zach Malcolm, and they'll say Bryce Stout avoided the crease as well. First breakaway doesn't go. This one counts. It's a shorty for the Hunters. See, Malcolm got a piece of that. Maybe the behind-the-back camera is going to give us a better look. I'm just looking at when he stepped in the crease versus when it rolls over the line. Tried to go stick side the first time, went glove side this time. Looks like it might be good. A couple people might be clenching watching that replay, thinking about when exactly that touches the twine. But hey, ref says it's a good goal, and I like it. Bryce Stout with the traditional stick on the breakaway absolutely buries one behind Malcolm, and it's 12-4.
Scored shorthanded by number 2, Bryce Stout. Assisted by number 16, Warren Oates. Time of that goal, 3:18 in the second period. That's Stout from Oates at 3:18 in the second period.
Maloney up top. Let it fly. McComb breaks the save. Waite pulls the rebound out. Grabbed by Bungie for Waite. Still have 24 seconds left on this power play. Waite's inside. Bounces it wide. Ball got grabbed. Tripped up is Conrad, I believe. Throws it there for Maloney. Now we got some rough stuff behind the play. McKay scores. And there's a penalty being called. I don't believe this goal is going to count. If it's just a Hunters player, I believe it would count. But I think they're going to take both of them. I believe both probably deserve infractions. McKay again. Man, you get to see that shot. The kid can absolutely rip the pill. Looks like both are going to go for penalty zone. This is actually not going to be a goal. One for the highlight reel. You just mute us, right? You can still like put it on your like Instagram mixtape. I think that's how it works for the kids. But yeah, that's not actually going to go on the board. And we'll play 4-on-4 as coincidental minors. You could hear the hacking and whacking. I'm not sure if we could see it on the replay, the original kerfuffle that was going on. Maybe we get a quick. You can see it down on that right-hand side. You might be able to see there. You get to see the second shot. Don't kid yourself, though. Cohen Conrad is not innocent in this situation either, just because of what you see on that replay. Him and Marcus Dybo both getting into it. So the power plays 4-on-3 for about 5 seconds. Wade has it here. Up top, that shot got blocked. Maloney has it. McKay sets the pick. Back the other way, it's a 2-on-1. Creighton Cree running with it. Side Deer up the floor. Hits Deer on a breakaway, and he's stopped by Malcolm. 2-on-1 turns into a 1-on-0, and Zach Malcolm stands tall. Low roller goes. Jacob Kennedy wastes no time. Bounces one through Tyson McComber, and Nova Scotia with 5 on the board. Boy, catch and release. He had zero interest in passing it to a teammate. You get the look there. Uses defender as a screen. Doesn't exactly pull it around short side. He kind of just whips it 5-hole. Jacob Kennedy has his first of the week, and Nova Scotia has 5 on the board. Transition opportunity for Cale McClelland. Runs himself out of trouble. Now if you're the coach, you got to be thinking to yourself, like, oh, if it's not for that coincidental where it's a 12-6 game and we're a little closer, and you're going to look back and think about that as McKay lets another one fly. He's got a load of low in his bag of tricks as well. He can really shoot it from any angle, and there's no surprise. He was absolutely electric. 14 goals in the playoffs, has 4 in the Founders Cup already. You got to think there's a lot of eyes on him at this tournament. Winter Rivera inside. Rice, a little BTB fake, trying to hit Sugo Rice smack door.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Gorman, hammer shot goes. Oh, there's a little anger behind that one. It's 13-5 for the Hunters. Connor Gorman with the hat trick. Less than a minute to go now in the second. And might have just watched Jacob Kennedy say, hey, if he's got the green light to shoot, I want to rip this one as well. Heavy lefty rip home on the stick side. It's now 13-5, and the lead's back up to 8. Face-off violation called on the Hunters. Brandon Francis and company aren't exactly sure what it's for, but it's still 4-on-4 out there for the next 20 seconds. Plenty of space.
Third of the afternoon and
Finn
fifth
St.
of the
Hilaire.
tournament, scored by number 69, Connor Gorman. Assisted by number 22, Sugo Rice. Time of that
Kennedy
goal, 57
from the
seconds
restraining
in the
line.
second period. That's Gorman from Rice at 57
Bouncer.
seconds in the second period.
Ends up hitting the helper who's beside the Privateers bench. That one's going to leave a welt as it bounced off the wall behind the glass and caught him with one. They'll turn off the shot clocks here. 12 to go, lane to the net, and Malcolm makes the save on Sugo Rice. Now it's flipped to Holloway. Holloway now. Put it on goal, another save in the tally for Tyson McCulver. And after the second period of play, Kahnawake maintains the lead. They extended as well. They were up by 4 after the first, and they're up by 8 after the second. 40 down, 20 to go. We're back with the third in a moment on BC Sports TV.
So in 2019, we went and visited a crypto mining site. We looked around. I said to myself, there's got to be a better way. My name is Chuck Lecuyer, founder of CS Corporation, home of the IntelliFlex line of product. At IntelliFlex, we're innovators. We design, build, deploy, and operate our system. We designed a system that is very easy to operate. We have industry-leading operation uptime and efficiency. Our product are UL certified. Quality is what we do. Every piece will have their own power distribution system, their own immersion tank, network system, pump, fans. Our clients that we have all have something in common, and then they're looking for a high quality product that they could deploy as a modular system that is scalable. At IntelliFlex, Our motto is start to finish.
Perfect Surfaces, Canada's leader in rubber flooring and specialty surfaces. From gyms to arenas, our premium rubber flooring is built to take a beating and keep going. Extremely durable, impact resistant, and engineered for high-performance spaces. Our floors are also non-slip, anti-fatigue, and easy to clean, designed to keep athletes safe and comfortable every step of the way. And we don't stop at sports. Transform your garage from plain to showroom ready with SnapGrid tiles. DIY friendly and easy to install, our garage floors handle cars, tools, and everyday life with ease. Step outside. Our interlocking deck and patio tiles bring new life to worn surfaces. Comfortable underfoot, slip resistant, and weather ready. Need more? We offer sport court tiles, playground surfaces, and specialty flooring solutions for every space. Whatever your project, we've got a floor for it.
Perfect Surfaces. You stand on it, we stand by it.
So in 2019, we went and visited a crypto mining site. We looked around, and I said to myself, there's got to be a better way. My name is Chuck Lecuyer, founder of CS Corporation, home of the IntelliFlex line of product. At IntelliFlex, we're innovators. We design build, deploy, and operate our system. We designed a system that is very easy to operate. We have industry-leading operation uptime and efficiency. Our product are UL certified. Quality is what we do. Every piece will have their own power distribution system, their own immersion tank, network system, pump, fans. Our clients that we have all have something in common, and then they're looking for a high quality product that they could deploy as a modular system that is scalable. At IntelliFlex, our motto is start to finish.
Ready for period number 3. Day number 3, game number 1 of the 2025 Founders Cup. It's Cody Jansen with you on BC Sports TV. Kahnawake Hunters in maroon. Going left right on your TV screen. The Nova Scotia Privateers in black. Going right to left on your screen. Penalty coming against Kahnawake. 13-5 is the score. Shots on goal, 37-25 in favor of the Hunters. As this one gets blown down, it'll be a cross-check call on side deer. And the Privateers power play gets to go to work. 1 for 4 so far this afternoon. Led in scoring by Jack McKay. He's got 2 goals and an assist. Vince St. Clair has 2 goals. Ben Eisner has 2 assists. Other bench, Connor Gorman, 3 goals, 3 assists, his best game of the tournament so far. 6-point outing. Ollie Francis has a goal and 3 assists, as does Sago Rice. Winter Rivera has a hat trick for the Hunters. Power play underway. Eisner's up top. Bounce shot taken by Waite. Waite has it again. I believe that's Maloney hauled down in the corner. Eisner up top. Lefty strong look on this power play. No Jack McKay on this unit. He's got 2 already. Now wild whip there by Carter Monroe. Goes off the defender. Eisner got a shot on goal and it bounces right back to Carter Monroe. Reset comes. Alex Bungie, head coach to this Privateers team, says let's use the clock. Eisner over to Waite. Save is made. Scooped up. Van St. Hilaire has it. Dumps it for Waite. Backdoor quick stick. And Tyson McComber makes a sink. McComber allowed 3 on 14 in that second period. Didn't start the game. Casey Lahash did. He allowed 2 on 11. Gorman, 3 on the board already. Does he keep shooting or does he start facilitating a little bit more? Gorman now up top. Rice lets it go and Zach Malcolm drops on it. Malcolm played half the game yesterday at a .750 save percentage. Now up top, it's Ryan Maloney on this power play. Righty strong look, and they throw Jack McKay out there as well. He's in that shooter spot, far side. Kicked out by McComber, and now Waite kind of decided he didn't want to go for the loose ball. Now he comes back, they get it, and the reset comes. Deer comes under the sin bin in approximately 2 seconds. This one's floated across. Halliday will drive. Defender on him. He's pushed to the corner. Went back. Shot ends up going wide. 5 on the shot clock. It's grabbed by Jensen White. White sends one to Diabo. On comes Sago Rice. Goal on the power play in the second period. 3 assists also in the contest. Now out in front. Rice scores. Rivera's got his first assist of the game, and Owen Rice with a perfect finish as his second goal. You see him split the defenders nicely and go high to the glove side on Malcolm. Here's a perfect look. Instead of setting the pick, he just slips right between them. And Owen Rice is rarely going to miss from there. Martin face-off win, and Zane Chief throws it up to the forwards. Ollie Francis. Now a hard pick got sent by Owen Rice. And he'll lay a hack on McGregor Mills. Pushed back by Owen Rice. They won't call him for a penalty. They'll just say head off for a change. Keeps the flow of play going. 16:30 left to go in the third. 14-5 is the score. Kennedy knocked down in front. Ball comes back from Maloney. Maloney now runs over. Kennedy's in there. Hard pick got called on Creighton Crete. Yeah, this is going to be a penalty against Nova Scotia. Delay a game it is, as the ball was thrown down after. Believe that's Ryan Maloney going to the sin bin. That's who it is. Kahnawake going to the power play, 1 for 2 so far in the contest. 3 for 7 so far at the 2025 Founders Cup. They beat Mountain View 13-9 yesterday. Nova Scotia lost 18-3 against Seneca.
Privateers penalty number 18, Ryan Maloney, 2 minutes.
Suggo Rice in the inside feed. Dylan Martin was there. Ball popped out of his stick for a second. Martin's got 2 goals. He's on hat trick watch. You know they want to feed him inside. Ball got deflected by Holloway. 3 to shoot. Rivera from the corner put it on goal, hoping to get his rebound back, and that's exactly what happens. He'll go have a conversation with Owen Rice. And now they'll run the play they want. Righty strong power play here. Francis Rivera flips it. Martin takes it and scores. There's the hat trick for Dylan Martin, and I'm pretty sure you couldn't draw that one better on a whiteboard. Perfect pick by Rice. Francis to Rivera to Martin, and he catches Malcolm with that left hand a little bit back. Beats him to the far pipe. It's now 15-5. Kahnawake flexing their offensive abilities here at the tournament. Tomorrow, their biggest test of the round robin, taking on the Seneca War Chiefs at 4:15.
Assisted by number 10, Alex Francis, and number 20, Winter Rivera. Time of that goal, 15-17 in the third period. That's Mark.
Privateers with a Finn Halliday toe drink. Great defense by Chief Moon. I'm not sure there's a better defender in this tournament than Zane Chief Moon. Doesn't get beat one-on-one. He can do it in transition. He moves the ball well. He doesn't take penalties. He's kind of that coach's favorite. Hidden ball trick up top here. Keep an eye. Kamen Daibo had it on top of his stick there. Now Francis. Rice. Suggo Rice, that is. Out for Daibo. Backdoor. Oh, Malcolm with a beautiful spinning stomp. Got it with that left hand. What a save. Have another look. Stealing one from Suggo Rice. 4th power play opportunity of the game for the Kahnawake Hunters. 2 for 3 so far. Power play markers from Dylan Martin already this period, and Suggo Rice last period. Up to 45 shots on goal in the game. Francis has Rivera up top. Through him a bounce pass. Got it back. Francis fires and scores. Ollie Francis, 2nd of the game, 4th of the tournament, making the power play look easy. Got Malcolm going the wrong way. Efficient is an understatement. Rivera drags the defender, gives it to Francis, and they let him have a step down shot at it. It's now 16-5. Goals for and against do come into play potentially in a tie-break scenario. And Seneca did beat Nova Scotia by 15 yesterday. Not saying that's the perfect number, but I don't think the Hunters are going to slow down anytime soon. Kamen Daibo shot. Just goes over the cage. Ben Eisner has it.
The Privateers penalty at 14-17 was within St. Hilaire. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of that penalty 14-17. That's St. Hilaire 2 for slashing. Hunter's goal scored on the power play by number 10, Ali Francis, his 2nd of the night, assisted by number 20.
Maloney up top, defended by Deer. Side here, someone the coaches call the heartbeat of their defense. He doesn't take a shift off, though. He just loves going out there, crashing and banging. Size does not matter to him. Heart as big as anyone in this tournament. Gorman across for Rivera. Martin for 4. Punched out by Malcolm. Now Gorman pushed back by McGregor Mills. Rivera. Rivera drops. Kick save by Malcolm with the left pad. Dylan Martin for Rivera. Cut back save made by Malcolm. If you're Alex Bungie, you got a tough decision of who do you start tomorrow night against the Mountain View Mavericks. Zach Malcolm's been pretty good in this one, despite the score. Keegan Horn played the first half of yesterday's game against Seneca and allowed 12 in it. Turf Monster catches Awi Francis behind the plate. Horn and Malcolm, both kids can kick, but I think Malcolm might be the better of the two this week so far. As Francis fires the hat-trick marker behind him. Two in a row for Awi Francis. 5th of the tournament, and he makes it look easy. No one really giving him a rough ride on defense. It's a little outside, inside out pick that opens him up, and Awi Francis rips home the 17th of the game for Kahnawake.
Hunter's goal is
Tylen Dybel.
3rd of the game.
Floats it up top for Owen Rice.
Scored by number 10, Awi Francis, assisted by number
Rice
4,
had 4
Owen
goals
Rice,
against the Mavs yesterday. As 2 against the Privateers. Looking for 3, and Malcolm got it with the left arm. Refs are pointing different ways. It will remain Hunter's ball, though. Rice give and go with Marcus Dybel. Cross for Rivera. Rivera now trying to go high to low. Zach Malcolm makes a save, and it's caught in his pad. Behind the play, now Owen Rice just gave his defender an extra whack. I believe that was Alex Blanchard. who wasn't exactly thrilled. Owen Rice was in the crease, although he might have knocked him in at his own doing. But Owen Rice gets up. A little retaliation means he'll sit for 2 or less in the sin bin. One for 5 is the Privateers' power play today. 30% in the Founders Cup this week. McKay's in the righty shooter spot. He's got 2. Step down by Maloney. Maloney's yet to score this week. He'll top the power play. McKay passes it down. That one was bobbled by Bungie. Heavy hit, actually ends up sending St. Hilaire's stick though the other way. It was his teammate. And now it's a breakaway the other end. Bryce Stout again scores. Second shorty of the game for 2 in maroon. Pokes it forward. No one wants to play lacrosse on the Privateers side. They give him a free breakaway. You might want to cover that kid. He can score in transition. Second straight shorthanded goal for Bryce Stout. And Kahnawake is up to 18. Face-off violation called. I believe Gorman stepped in a little bit early.
Slashing time of that penalty, 10:57 of the third period. That's Rice 2 inches slashing at 10:57 of the third period.
Privateers still have 70 seconds left on this power play. Backdoor feed, they score.
That goal short-handed, unassisted at 10.
believe that was Kennedy who got back down there.
Unassisted.
Taps it home, and it's 18-6. Pardon me, that's Owen Cox who snuck behind everyone to the back door. Tap in on the power play marker. It's their second man advantage goal of the game, and the Privateers have now doubled their goal total from yesterday. Divo slows it down back to even strength. Less than half of the period to go. Winter Rivera. Rivera, 15 on the shot clock. Suggo Rice far side. Save made by Malcolm, and a crease violations called. Penalty coming up against Cayman Divo. As the rough stuff ramps up here between the two benches. Slashing is the call on Divo, and it'll be another Privateers power play. Two of their last three goals have come on the man advantage. One of the stick of Jack McKay, the other from Owen Cox. Still to come today, it'll be the Mountain View Mavericks and the Seneca War Chiefs. An absolute battle in Pool B here. 4:15. Tino Farah will have the call on that one, live for free. BC Sports TV, your home for all the action on YouTube all week long. Then tonight, it's the nightcap, 7:30 start. The Calgary Shamrocks will take on the St. John Rapids. 7:30 start for that nightcap. That one, essentially, it's a must-win for the Shamrocks if they want to get in. Things could get a little bit dicey in Pool A if there's some teams three-way tie at 1 and 2. Obviously, we've got to wait and see. Coquitlam Adanacs and the Queen City Kings will play tomorrow morning or afternoon at 1 o'clock. Tyson McComber makes the save on the power play, and now the Hunters with two shorthanded goals already in the contest start going the other way. Both shorthanded goals were by Bryce Stout. They've had a few more opportunities, though. It's just been Stout able to capitalize on breakaways. Carter Monroe walks it in. Eisner's up top on the power play. Assistant captain of this Privateers squad. For Waite. Monroe inside feed, and St. Hilaire has to leave it on the teal turf. A little bit more ball movement that time. Last power play goal by Owen Cox was a bit quicker in transition on the power play. They didn't waste any time. Now hidden ball trick. Oh, it got him. Rivera faked a shot, and Malcolm bit, and it was Ollie Francis who missed the net. The amount of skill and creativity on this Hunters side is as good as it gets on the Junior B circuit in Canada. Bounce pass knocked down by Holloway. Holloway standing over it, just trying to let the shot clock run down. If you're Kahnawake, you're probably pretty happy about that. Behind the play, though, Blanchard and Rice continue to have some words. Not exactly a rivalry you would expect, but these two teams have made less than friends today. Ryan Maloney has it. Top of the power play, 7 to shoot. Bouncer off the glass. We're back to even strength. Out of the sin bin is Suggo Rice. He'll whip it up the floor. Goes off Jack McKay. Actually falls right down to Eisner. Eisner, pick got set by McKay. Trying to go one-on-one with his defender. Pushing back. Still made a pass. Jack McKay's there. 5-hole attempt. And McComber doesn't have to move. Perfect positioning by the netminder of the Hunters. Back for Cayman Divo. Gorman, inside feed. Dylan Martin tries to throw him BTB. That one's kicked out by Malcolm. Rivera, backhand scoop. Came in Daiba with it again. Over to Gorman, backdoor feed. Rivera, crease dive, scores. They'll say he kept his feet out in time. It's a crease dive cash in for Winter Rivera. 19-6, Kahnawake leads. Have a look at this one. Winter Rivera perfectly placed, keeps his feet out in time. Good goal. Ref extraordinaire Tino Farah beside me, he's nodding his head. Sometimes I don't trust my own eyes. I gotta ask for help on some of these. And Tino says it's a good goal. Dang right, I'm gonna be trusting him. Privateers have it up top. 19-6, they trail. Ball for Kennedy. Hard shot ends up going wide, back the other way. Gorman doesn't grab it. It will be scooped up and thrown his way though. 3-on-2. Connor Gorman, 3 in the game already. Pass out in front. Cross check in the back of Darius Jones. Still got a shot off, and now he sends his team to the power play. Cross-checking call on Alex Blanchard. Pretty self-explanatory. You don't have to be a ref to know what that is. Not a legal play by any means. And so now the Kahnawake power play goes back to work.
Fourth of the game scored by number 20, Winter Rivera.
75% in the game. About 70% of the tournament on men advantage.
Rivera from Diallo and Gorman at 6:38.
Privateers penalty kill 7 for 20 in the tournament. Yes, they've taken 20 penalties over the course of 2 games now. Rice inside, Winter Rivera. Got Dylan Martin not ready for it. Backdoor feed, Rivera quick stick stop by Malcolm, and they'll see he cut through the crease.
Privateers penalty number 47, Alex Blanchard. 2 minutes for.
Owen Rice threw a beautiful behind the back pass down to Rivera for that quick stick. Up top, Finn St. Hilaire. Couple of whacks from side here, knocks the ball free. Ollie Francis, a minute to go on the power play. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the third period. Kahnawake en route to go 2-0 in this tournament. Privateers staring down an 0-2 record. Rice for Francis. Martin. Francis's pass to Rivera got tipped, and the shot clock's going to expire on him. Owen Rice now. Almost got it in the O-zone. Ball ends up actually rolling back his own way, though. Tylen Daibo has it. Tylen Daibo is going to stay and play on offense here. Sets the pick, trying to go to the middle. Owen Rice takes the shot. Save is made by Malcolm, and now he's gonna front his transition opportunity, and McComber not forced to make a save. Mills had the breakaway and bounces it out of play. Pardon me, that was Petit with the breakaway. Now, behind the scenes, Alex Blanchard is getting into it. Martin got dumped in front of the players' boxes as well. One call for sure. We'll see if there's 2. Here you get a look. Right in the middle there. Couple of cross checks both ways, but it's Blanchard who takes the penalty. Slams his stick in the penalty box. Don't do that, those are expensive. My parents would not be thrilled with me if I tried to pull that one. But Kahnawake is going back to the power play with 3:55 left to go in the third. 2 power play goals this period, 3 in the game for the Hunters. Now's kind of your opportunity. If you want to try out a new play, you're thinking of doing something a little crazy, I think you kind of have the green light. Rivera, little flip inside, and they score. Haven't seen that play yet today. Works out to a T for Winter Rivera. Back-to-back goals for 20 in maroon. It's a little fake pick by Rivera. Just gets that defender thinking about what's the next move. And not sure too many people expected Owen Rice to do a little flip pass. Not sure anyone does it better than Mark Matthews at the NLL level. It's that little hitch pass inside, but Owen Rice has been taking notes from someone. Boy, he put it perfectly. Rivera's basically in a shooting motion by the time it gets to him. Catch and release in a second. It finds the back of the net. It's now a 20-piece on the board for the Hunters.
Power play by number 20, Winter Rivera. Assisted by number 10, Howie Francis, and number 4, Owen Rice. Time of that goal.
Side here, stopped by Malcolm.
Rivera from Francis and Rice at 3:42.
Holloway has to catch the bounce pass. Grabbed by Monroe. Little toe drag. Push back, good defense by Dibo. Tylen Dibo now will run up on it. Got past the forward towards the net. That might hurt the net more than Tylen Dibo. He absolutely demolished that thing. That is an absolute unit going down. Just missed the net by a little bit. Does not look phased at all. That is a healthy collision right there as they fix the net. They have to give it 3 turns just to get it on its right side. Those things aren't light either, folks. I know most of you watching know how heavy those are. But if you do not know, that is solid steel that he just ran into and made it look like a net you'd use in your basement playing mini sticks. Less than 3 to go in the third. Jack McKay has it up top. Over to Finn St. Hilaire. 2 of the top offensive talents out of Nova Scotia. Back across. A little riser shot right there by Owen Cox. Like his period so far, definitely his strongest of the tournament. Has a goal and a good look. Marcus Dibo up for Connor Gorman. Owen Rice now got around Blanchard. Inside flip, hard cross check there as Kaylin Dibo got taken out. Another call, and I think Blanchard knows exactly where he's got to jog to. You want to play two-hand tough defense, but those cannot lead to a cross check right in the numbers. And it's another power play for Kahnawake, which has been almost automatic in this contest. They have 3 power play goals in this third period alone. And with 2:13 left to go in the third. The Hunters go up a man one more time. Rivera's up top. Rivera trying to hit Rice back door. Rice trying to take the elevator to the top shelf. 3 to shoot. Pass actually ends up getting picked off by Chris Bungie. Bungie now running towards the net. Lays the shoulder down into his defender. Ball popped free for a second and Eisner stopped. .80 seconds left to go. Hunters back up the other way. Sluggo Rice, 53 points in the Ontario playoffs. One of 3 players with 50-plus points in the postseason for this Hunters squad. Right back to him. Sluggo Rice, quick stick goes wide. Diabo tried to hit him with a hot pass. Ends up in the corner, though. Killian Holloway. One hand on his stick. Rolls it back across for McGregor Mills. Corner, Cox. He's wallpapered and then tossed down to the turf. Penalty coming. Pardon me, that was Kennedy, not Cox. And now we get a little bit of rough stuff behind the play. It's Finn St. Hilaire in there to say, hey, we don't need anything extra. Might be Mills going off for the rough here. So it'll be a 5-on-3 for the next 19 seconds. 32 seconds left to go in the period. Wonder if they'll just hold it or if they're going to try go quick here. Looks like Rivera wants to run it in. Francis. Corners right. Zoe Francis backdoor look, and Martin stopped by Malcolm.
Mills, 2 minutes for roughing, time of the penalty, 32 seconds left in the third. That's 2 minutes for roughing at 32 seconds left in the third.
Rivera for Martin. Out of the sin bins, Blanchard. 5-on-4, power play continues, but the clock is going to run dry on this one. Martin scores at the buzzer. They'll wave it off. No, it's not going to count. 20-6 is your final score. The Kahnawake Hunters go to 2-0, and Nova Scotia falls to 0-2. Privateers back in action tomorrow, 7:30 against the Mountain View Mavericks. Kahnawake will take on the Seneca War Chiefs at 4:15 tomorrow in their final round-robin game. But as it stands right now, looks like their ticket to the Founders Cup semifinals is looking like a pretty good chance right now. Would have to be a pretty crazy scenario in case for that not to work out. What a performance, Kahnawake. Huge performances all around. Connor Gorman with a massive game on offense. I think that we really just saw them flex their abilities. Winter Rivera, 5 goals, 3 assists. Ollie Francis had an 8-point game. Sluggo Rice had 5 assists, 6 points. They're the team to beat right now, and Nova Scotia will go back to the drawing board. Both teams in action on day number 4 at the Founders Cup. But hey, don't go anywhere. Play of the games are coming up next, and also 4:15. You can see these two teams' next opponents in Pool B as the Seneca War Chiefs take on the Mountain View Mavericks. For myself, Cody Jansen, Tino, George, Keith, the entire BC Sports TV crew, thanks for hanging out with us on a Wednesday afternoon at the 2025 Founders Cup.